and fourth question of our creative critical reflection, which is how did you integrate technologies, software and hardware in an online in your project? Well, my answer is that production of any media text requires the use of technologies, whether software, hardware, online material, doesn't matter. I have also used these in my project. Before taking media studies, I was only interested in photography, but I had literally no experience in filmmaking. So, after taking media studies as a subject and preparing a film opening for CIEs, I have learned how to use a camera, tripod, equipment like microphones, Adobe Premiere. Gradually, I developed an understanding of how to use these things. Before I started shooting for the film, I did a lot of research using Web 2.0. I took a lot of inspiration from different movie trailers, different movies, Hollywood, etc. etc. And I also checked out different A-grade film openings from previous students like Carnage and First Degree, etc. The rapid development in hardware technologies has really benefited our generation a lot. These days, cameras are accessible to everyone. Even, believe it or not, I shot my project from my own phone and it literally gave me quite a good result. And I wasn't expecting quite the best result from my phone's camera, but turns out a phone's camera can help you can even shoot a film from your phone's own camera, a tripod and a microphone. That's all you need. I didn't require any external lighting since my project basically required daylight, so I was more focused on daylight than extra lights. I didn't add any artificial lights or lighting. All the project was shot in pure daylight. While a software like Adobe Premiere was used to edit the entire film, I used online softwares in other words, as we common people say, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. to make it viral and get as many views as possible. When my film was uploaded on YouTube, I posted stories and on different posts on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and told all my followers and my friends to share it around, and that really helped me to get a greater reach for my projects. Adobe Premiere is basically a software where all the clips are joined together on a timeline, and then later on different transitions and effects can be added on. I downloaded clips with flames from internet to create the title of the film. It actually took me around 2 to 3 hours in order to find the perfect flame clip because the other ones won't just fit. I also used Magic Bullet and did a bit of color grading, not a lot, but in parts where I needed it to create a single tone throughout. My teacher, Mr. Nadeem Zulfikar, gave me a packet of film scores that were taken from actual films, and that helped me a lot in the sound design of my film. In one of the shots, so basically the footsteps that you hear at this part or this shot aren't basically recorded at the time of the shoot. Yes, these are artificially added. The sound of the footstep was picked from YouTube by me. I took these off YouTube and I trimmed their sound levels and I adjusted them and synchronized them according to the footsteps. Every single sound or every single beat of the footsteps was accordingly synchronized to the footsteps by me. There you go. That gave quite a better effect than the original sound. So yeah, there is a lot of effort that went behind, and since I was doing this project all on my own, it took a lot of effort and day and night of countless editing and contacts and YouTube tutorials to form this project. I also took help from YouTube as the tutorials are really helpful from different creators and different people who are out there helping people in order to learn about Adobe. I contacted my sir, Nadeem Zulfikar, on WhatsApp whenever I used to get stuck at any point. So yeah, that's how I integrated technologies. Today's technologies, the social media, the communication, the ease of communication that we have in today's world really helped me to connect with my teachers, to learn different things. Like if I'm stuck at some point while I'm editing, I just search it on YouTube and find my answers within minutes, and that really helped me fast pace my work. So yeah, when we talk about hardware, I have an HP ProBook G470, and it's a Core i5 3rd gen, so it's not a very strong PC. It only has 6 GBs of RAM. So I've had some problems with Premiere Pro. My Premiere used to crash, so I have to save whatever change I make. I have to save it like every 5 minutes. So so even if it does crash, I don't have to face any problems. So basically, my PC isn't strong enough to like apply the color grade on an entire edited timeline. So I had to export the timeline without the color grade, the entire project without the color grade. I exported it into one video file, and then I imported it back on Premiere Pro in order to apply the color grade. And then I exported it again, like one version without color grade and one with color grade. So that's how the final project came into being. So yeah. So that's all for my CCR questions. Thank you and have a good day.